Since the mid-20th century, birth rates have dramatically declined across the world. In South Korea, the average number of children per woman fell from 4.5 in 1970 to 0.7 today, despite government spending of $270 billion on pro-natal incentives since 2006. This trend is widespread, with only Israel maintaining a birth rate sufficient to prevent population decline. Prominent figures like Emmanuel Macron and Elon Musk emphasize the severe implications of these falling birth rates, with Macron warning of national strength tied to dynamic birth rates and Musk predicting civilization's potential end. Governments are ramping up pro-natal policies. Macron's campaign includes fertility tests and extended maternity leave, while Donald Trump proposes baby bonuses. China, reversing its long-standing one-child policy, now offers incentives for families to have up to 3 children. However, most existing measures benefit professional mothers through earnings-related incentives, leaving less affluent families relatively unsupported. For instance, Norway offers nearly a year of state-funded maternity leave and extensive childcare, whereas Singapore's lump sum payments are designated for house deposits, which are often unattainable for poor families. Despite significant spending, such as France's annual 3.5 to 4% of GDP on family policies, birth rates remain low. No conclusive studies show increased births due to South Korea's extensive pro-natal expenditures. Some positive results were noted in Nordic countries in the 1980s, but these effects have waned as women adjusted to generous benefits without increasing birth rates. Extended maternity leave in the OECD countries has even led to delayed childbirth and fewer overall children. Direct financial incentives show limited success and high costs. For example, Poland's Family 500+ program resulted in each additional child costing $1 million from 2016 to 2019, while each extra child in France over the past decade cost $2 million. This inefficiency stems from a large portion of funds going to parents who would have had children regardless of incentives. Fertility declines are primarily driven by young women having fewer children. In the U.S., the average number of children per woman dropped from 3.6 in 1960 to 1.6 in 2023. More than half of this drop is due to reduced births among teenagers, who are now less likely to have children before age 25. Middle-class women typically plan children after education and career establishment, making them less responsive to financial incentives. Some governments target younger and poorer women with new incentives. China's Zhejiang province and Russia offer benefits for women marrying or having children young, while Hungary provides tax exemptions for mothers having children before age 30. These measures aim to leverage the tendency of younger mothers to have more children over their lifetimes. Research indicates that low-income women's fertility is more sensitive to financial incentives. After the 2007 to 2009 global financial crisis, birth rates among poor women fell more sharply than among college-educated women who maintained their family plans despite economic downturns. State-provided childcare and cash transfers can significantly impact low-income families, as seen in Israel and Norway. However, targeted pro-natal policies are costly and may not yield the highly productive professionals governments desire, as less than 10% of children from non-college educated American parents obtain a bachelor's degree. Policymakers must also consider the ethical implications of encouraging early motherhood. Early childbirth correlates with lower lifetime earnings and higher health risks for both mothers and children. Many young mothers express regret over not delaying childbirth until they were more prepared, highlighting the complexity of balancing incentives with long-term outcomes.